Three, two. All right, everyone. We are here with Mark, probably the greatest writer to come out of South Jersey that I can recall.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Mark and I have, we have a history. I used to work at a comic shop. Mark used to spend his entire paycheck at the comic shop.
It's true.
Yeah. And we would just hang out. It was literally like a Kevin Smith movie, like in real time in the South Jersey Mall. And dude, we had a lot of fun. We would just talk about G.I. Joe, Transformers, Rob Liefeld. You were the only person back in that day that even appreciated Extreme Studios and had a love of everything that the 90s were building up to kind of, I guess, I don't know, major 90s resurgence right now.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to pick you up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Just the 90s stuff is what made me want to make comics. And like talking about us hanging out, I was going through old projects maybe, I don't know, 6 months ago, and I stumbled across the Xeroxes of the graphic novel we were working on way back in the day, White.
Right. No, so I still have it. So here's what happened. About a year ago, I downsized my entire life. Got rid of all my white paper. So I digitized all my artwork, everything. I kept a few things. One of the things I kept was all the white pages, all the white artwork, and your script. And that's on my list. It's still on my list to maybe do as like a mini comic as a follow up to like Uzi Suzi or something. But I'm going to stick to the original idea, which was drawing it all in Sharpies.
Yeah, so, I remember that.
It will get done. And the other thing too was during that purge was I got rid of all my comics.
Oh wow!
I got rid. There was about 23, 24 long boxes that I completely threw in the dumpster here in Philadelphia.
Oh geez.
And completely started over. And a lot of that was your pile. I had like a pile, because I'm a creator guy, so I'll just create a pile for someone. Yeah, completely started over. So, but hey, I guess I'm off to a good, re-exploration of you because we have U.S. Assassin here.
That's awesome.
That I just started reading today, and so let's get into these 30 questions because the first question is, what's your process with Chase? I'm so curious about that.
So Chase and I, we just whenever we develop a new idea, we just talk about it a lot. I find out like everything that he wants out of this project, like what the character, what cool things he wants to see. We created Sea Dog together, and Sea Dog and Codename Killswitch is currently on Indiegogo right now, the second part. And this was his, basically, he wanted to do something cool like Graveyard Shift. So we did a mainstream type book, and he came up with the idea of it being a dog. He loves dogs. Okay. He came up with the idea of him being a rapper. And
Dude, it's so funny. I comment a lot on Twitter. I love the optics. I love the colors of Sea Dog. It's just, it's, we're in an era where all the color got subtracted from comics and so on and so forth. And your stuff is always bright from that title. And I love yours, like the design. It's just so much fun. Okay, next question. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
We need to know. Blue. We need to know. Okay. Something personal that I want to know. What happened to Coney Waves?
We just kind of hit the point on it. It was optioned in development to be a TV series.
Yes, I remember that.
We thought it was going to happen. We did a big signing at San Diego with Melise Jow. She was signed on to be Coney. She went on to play Dr. Light on Flash. It just didn't happen. I think I started doing other things, and maybe one day we'll return to it.
Yeah, I was always expecting for some of your work to have like a Coney backup story, kind of to always continue. I wasn't sure if it got lost with the rights or if something else happened to it. So that's where that question came from. All right. How about this? What's the biggest thing about U.S. Assassin that nobody knows?
We're talking with a producer about developing into a movie where the producer and I would write the screenplay.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Next question. I picked this up from one of your tweets, and this was meant to be a text message follow up.
Mhm.
How were you writing on your cell phone when you didn't have a computer?
I have the Google Docs app, and I just
Just
sit and watch whatever with my son, and I'm writing while
you're
he thinks
writing
I'm
it.
watching.
I thought that was a power move
Yeah.
because look, I talk a lot about not having anything hold you back. And
Yeah.
people are always hitting me up with these like conditions and how did you learn to do this and how do you learn to do that? And I always say just start it. And now I can show people US Assassin and Cody Waves and be like, he writes on his cell phone. You don't even need a computer. Okay. Favorite junk food?
Uh, Probably Snyder's sourdough pretzels. It's
Oh, I
yeah.
wasn't expecting that. I always thought you were a Doritos guy. What's your process with John Mallon?
So with John, we talk over the script, or talk over what the next overarching
Yeah.
storyline will be. We'll break it up into 3 parts.
Okay.
I'll start writing the script. I'll send it to John. Then I won't hear back for like maybe 2 months, and I think, oh, I knocked it
Oh,
out of the park. I killed it.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden it comes back in an email, and it's all like marked up, and he has like more suggestions and stuff like that. So
Okay. Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. Because I couldn't tell if you were doing full scripts for that or not. Like,
Uh,
yeah,
well,
like
we do Marvel method. I don't
yeah.
write the dialogue until all the artwork comes in.
Okay. And that's okay. Do you have? You know what? I'm going to switch seats too. What were your thoughts when you went through the DC comic office in New York?
I thought this was like I made it. This is like the height. This is where I wanted to be. DC was my favorite. Turns out I'm where I want to be right now. Like this is the height.
Yeah.
Self-publishing.
Yeah, it's like it's funny you say that because I feel the exact same way. So okay, so here's a little bit of a follow up. Any ill will to Rob Liefeld?
No, I mean he's my favorite artist. We don't really talk as much as we used to. I mean he unfriended me and unfollowed me across social media. I don't really understand why, but I
He
appreciate I
yeah
appreciate him.
he blocked me over my Major X video. He
Oh
didn't like my Major X video. So
yeah.
so whatever. All right, right now, outside of what you're working on, what's the best indie comic that you're reading?
Man, I just read uh 94 by Shelby
Oh,
Robertson.
yeah,
Yeah. So that like hits all my sweet spots. So
yeah.
killer artwork, colors.
He's been one of the few people that I've been following on social media, and he is one of the few people that gets better as time goes on. Like
Yeah.
a lot of these guys, they start losing their eyesight, their muscle memory starts to go, so the artwork kind of goes with it. But he is. I don't know why he's just not working for Top Cow full time and
Right.
drawing like whatever book, like whatever TNA book that they give him. I don't understand it. Right now, outside of indie, do you have a favorite comic book, like overall?
Current or of all time?
Yeah, of all time.
Favorite comic of all time, G.I. Joe, a real American hero.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say it. Okay. All right, so follow up because I don't think we ever talked about it. Outside of Snake Eyes. Like, who's your favorite Joe?
Stalker.
Stalker. Nice. I was like Stalker too, the Vietnam vet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all right. So, and what's your process with Mike for US Assassin? Similar
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Alan?
No, Mike is more easygoing. Like he's like on board, like whatever crazy idea I have, he's like, yeah, let's do it. But he will bring back ideas to me. Like he'll usually just ask to turn like a couple panel pages into a double page spread or something. And I'm
Okay.
like, sure,
Yeah.
as long as the pages line up, I'm the most easygoing writer you'll work with.
Nice. Uh, what's your favorite, or no? I'm sorry. What do you consider the best animated cartoon series?
Uh, Probably Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah. See, I probably I could have filled most of these in myself.
Yeah.
Red Bull or coffee?
Neither. I've never.
Oh,
I'm not a coffee drinker. I don't drink Red Bull.
you don't do energy drinks with a kid running around? That's
No.
amazing. Uh, uh, what happened to the Johnny Quest movie script?
We shopped it around. And well, I mean, we don't own it, so there was really nothing we could do. We tried to
Yeah,
show it to Warner Brothers, who at Cartoon Network at the time,
yeah.
and just it didn't go anywhere.
Okay,
You have to own your own properties. You can't try to
yeah.
do something with someone else's.
Well, I was hoping you would say you found and replaced Johnny Quest, came up with a new character name.
Yeah, no, that would be
Yeah, and
no. The
just
script was
send
good.
it
We
off.
should repurpose it.
Okay, I might know this one too. Favorite movie? Just whatever movie, guilty pleasure. Maybe you had like a effed up day. What movie are you putting on to do like a brain dump to?
Oh, the
To
Lost Boys.
good one.
Two Corys, man.
Yeah, yeah. I know, you can't beat the two. Quick side note: have you got into the sequels for those?
Yeah,
Like, okay, are they good? Are they worth getting into?
I like them. I'm such a diehard. But yeah, I think they're pretty decent. The third one is the best. That's where they bring back the other Frog brother, and
Oh,
yeah. So
okay.
yeah,
I will add that to my list. All right. What's your favorite? Uh, oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, I wrote some of these down so quick. We're actually making our way through them. Who's your favorite? This might piss off some people. Favorite collaborator?
oh, this is tough because I have to go with my son, just
There
because
you
we're blood.
Yeah. Well, okay. We follow each other on social media,
Mhm.
and the one thing I love seeing this year, I guess your New Year's resolution was to go to the gym more,
Yeah,
right?
no, yeah, I wanted to tackle working out with the same work ethic I have making comics. Because
Yeah.
I used to spend a lot of time in the gym, um, and I just wanted to get back to that. And I don't know, it just hit me. I was like, oh, if I put the same work ethic into working out
Yeah.
as I did my comics, then it shouldn't be a problem. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I love it. I love it. And follow up question: what music are you listening to when you work out?
I listen to WWE or any wrestler entrance themes. Uh,
Yes.
Kurt Hawkins in the middle of this is underrated. It's a banger. You have to
Yeah.
put it in
Well,
your rotation.
it's so funny you say that because for mine, I have a workout playlist and it opens with 4 wrestling songs,
Yeah.
both Triple H, AJ Styles, and what's his name? The guy with the robe. He
Oh,
was
Glorious, Bobby Roode.
glorious. Yeah, yeah. Beer Money, the Beer Money
Yeah.
guy, dude. Those 4 will get me hyped up to like
Uh-huh.
I could just have no energy. And I put
Yeah.
those on through my Bluetooth, and I'm ready to go. I'm like running through the wall. uh, and then other follow up, well, not follow up question, because I know at one time, like you would talk about eBay, and you really got me thinking to be more serious with eBay. And I remember you telling me one time that I think, sold your entire Transformers collection on eBay.
Yeah.
That Yeah. So the follow up question, because I like to know who has stuff sometimes. Did you ever like get those back? Did you ever repurchase those?
No, one thing, I mean, we talked about this earlier. You made a purge of your comics. I've
Yeah.
made purges, and I'll go back and buy like collected editions.
Yeah.
I have like a big graphic novel shelf behind me. So yeah, when reprints come out, I get them back. I don't go after the single issues anymore.
Yeah, I think you and I were always congruent on just like absorbing the material, and that was always the absolute most important thing you can do.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's fun having something that jumps up in value, but if I can unload something and then get like a reprint for 15, like right now with Divine Right, like
yeah.
I'm like $4 on Amazon. I'm buying that. I'm not going to hunt down the floppies. I think I know this answer. Favorite wrestler?
Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Oh, it's not Sting? I thought it was going to be Sting.
Sting's number 2. I mean, I have a little Sting shrine behind me.
Yeah, you
but
do.
He has so much more merch than Roddy Piper.
Okay, very fair. Yeah, I always reference Piper too for like some of the motivational stuff because legendary, like nonstop dude, changed everything. Never had the world championship. Like,
didn't need it.
Yeah, didn't need it. That's one of my favorite things. What's your best memory of Hall of Heroes?
Besides hanging out with you, John Stinsman worked there, and he went on to draw Evangeline for Rob, and then I went on to write Evangeline, the I guess 3rd volume of it, and I hit him up and was like, "Hey, you used to work at my comic shop, and now I'm writing Evangeline. Would you do a cover for the book?"
Oh, yeah. It's so funny because I tried to follow him. Like, I tried to track him down. There's been different accounts that he's had on social media.
Yeah.
But he did a Scarlet Crush for Awesome Comics.
Yeah.
And I always said that issue 1 was one of the best drawn, like, first issues of that type of comic that I've ever seen. Like, the buildings, the cars, like, the wings. Like, he was on all cylinders. And I've always been curious of what, like, I could never figure out what he got into. Like, post comics. I don't even know what he's doing now. But, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about doing something at one point, but it just didn't work out. But he I don't know if he was pulling my leg, but he told me he draws comics for a private collector, and it's just for that person. Like, they're not released. Yeah.
Is that private collector John Byrne, who's like drawing his own X-Men comics for free?
Could be.
Yeah. Dude, we're dwindling down. Okay, how about this? I'm curious about this one. What's the last movie you hated?
I saw a movie with my wife, News of the World, I think, the new Tom Hanks movie.
Oh, someone was telling me that was like the worst thing ever. You're the second person to tell me that now.
It's just depressing. And my wife wanted to see a movie and actually go to the theater, and like the choices are so slim these days.
Yeah,
so we went to see that, and we were the only ones in the theater. We were just both on our phones, like scrolling through social media. Yeah,
I love it. Okay, latest movie you hated. Okay, how about this? Creatively, what do you think is your biggest mistake?
Creatively, not saying no to some projects that I probably should have.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I spent my entire adult life learning to say no.
Yeah.
And now, like, you and I, like, we've collaborated, we've done a couple of things, and I was talking about this last night. One of my conditions is that, hey, I work a 9 to 5, I'm comfortable. Sometimes, like, people will, like, offer money, sometimes I'll take it, sometimes I don't. But the biggest thing, like, people can do is not use the work. Like, if I'm doing something for you, like, use it, because I'm not wasting your time, you're not wasting my time. Even if there's like a back and forth with lots of corrections. But I think I spent all my early 20s saying yes to everything. And I think it killed me. It killed me. And then we have I can't believe I wrote this down. Okay. What are your thoughts on grown men buying toys?
I love it. I endorse it. Just look behind me. I feel like it's a connection to that, like, sense of wonder I had when I was a kid, when comic books just blew my mind. So I want to keep that connection.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing that happened, because I got out of watching movies, reading comics, even drawing for about 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, I really wasn't committed to that lifestyle. I was, like, just trying to live a different life, to learn a different set of skills, essentially. Mm-hmm. So not too long ago, I was in Target and I bought this Transformer. And it was like the first time in the longest time that it's like I couldn't wait to get home to open it. Like, I don't know what the heck happened, but just because the detail now the things that they do with these figures, it's nothing less than amazing. But I definitely relate to like that sense of wonder, because it was such a weird feeling. But I think we're good. I think here we missed one. What do you look for in a collaborator?
Work ethic.
That's
the most important thing. I mean, you could be the most talented person, but if you don't put in the work, the project never gets done. And I mean, you see that all the time. People talk a great game, but at the end, the product never gets finished.
Yeah, no, 1,000%. And quick side note too. Thank you for all your support for like Uzi Suzi and some of my like other stuff. It means a ton. And I consider you a little bit of a like tastemaker. So you even getting into Uzi Suzi was like a really big deal for me, because I know you identify like cool things on the same level.
It hits that sweet spot for me. The like 90s aesthetic, all the little extras that come with it, like the foil stickers, and it's
So that's going to go back to press probably tonight or tomorrow. Those should be shipping out really soon, and then there might be a additional bonus gift with that entire package. So it's going to be a lot of stuff. It's going to be like super cool. But dude, unless there's anything else you wanted to drop.
If I could, anyone out there listening, please check out Sea Dog Codename Kill Switch Book 2. It's on Indiegogo right now. 48 pages, incredible artwork by Clint Helinski, who's been in the industry about 25 years. Colors by Andrew Dahlhaus. I think they're like maybe one of the best art teams I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like the beautiful colors. Clint's line work is amazing. Draw some sexy, drop dead gorgeous women. So it's like everything you would want out of a 90s comic, or I've said it's the cartoon you would have been watching after X-Men and before Power Rangers back in the 90s.
That's a good pitch.
Yeah,
that's a good pitch. Awesome. And then Viking Wolf available for sign up right now.
Yeah, we're going to launch Viking Wolf in March. The artist, I'm working with Renzo Rodriguez and Matt Dalton. Matt just finished his last page last night. Renzo's been done for a while. Renzo's probably the busiest guy in comics right now. He has so many projects. That
book is, and everything is Wolf now again. It just seemed right, like their Sovereign Wolf. There was another Wolf one that came up on my feed. I almost sent that to you, and it was just like, no, that's just redundant. Like, like it's not like werewolves haven't always been popular anyway. But everyone's jumping on the wolf thing. I think you're going to have the wolf book though. Like there's always one to beat.
There's
that one.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Sovereign Wolf looks fantastic. I know Eddie Winkler, the creator of that. So there's plenty of room for a new werewolf book.
I was doing something with Eddie Winkler, and he went through all his incentives, and his stuff just blew me away. Like the way he's packaging it, his trading cards, like all of it, dude. Like it really. Really impressive. But all right, dude. Hopefully we can do this again soon.
Anytime you want.
And thanks for participating, because I'm trying to figure out all the kinks. I'm trying to make this into like some new hotness. Maybe next time we should have like a countdown intro, like that sort of thing. So every time I'm doing this, I'm trying to add one or two like different aspects. But all right, dude. Signing off. Thanks a million. And rock and roll.
Thank you.